Mars, the commander in chief of the planets, provider of honor, rewards, also wealth and prosperity in life. Mars is a very strong planet. It has determinations, it has motivations, it has actions, energy, vitality, all are there with the Mars. Without these qualities, a person cannot progress. No doubt, Jupiter have the wisdom, knowledge, advanced know-how, higher learning that is necessary. Jupiter is the guidance. Mars is the soldier. Mercury provides the intelligence. Mercury is the business. Mercury is the mathematics, calculation, analytical power. Venus is the celebrity. Venus is the aesthetic sense. Saturn is the karmic planet. Here, Parubdha Karma is there, from past life to present life to future life. So, all the planets will help to make the native get progress. Here, when Mars is very strong, Mars gives the leadership. In some cases, Mars Rahu both are making benefic effect. When Mars is youth, 12 degree to 18 degree, but Rahu should be in the child below the 12 degree and higher, that means old, above the 24 degree. So in all cases, Mars gives too much divine blessings for his courage, for his actions, for his energy, for his determinations. But here, to channelize Mars, to make alignment, the directions comes from Jupiter, Venus. Mars and Venus conjunction gives too much wealth to the native. Mars is the strength, Venus is the aesthetic science. In which direction it will go? If the order is coming to the commander-in-chief, or commander-in-chief thinking about this is the process to win over, the Mars will go. Daring nature, it is mainly in the eighth aspect. Mars has another two aspects, fourth aspect, that is aspect of protection, something will be protected. And seventh aspect is possessiveness. Generally, seventh aspect when it comes to the spouse, native tied to possess his spouse under his control. That may gives positive effect or negative effect. So the three aspects of Mars is very important. Now coming to the chart to explain first house to 12th house, what will be the influence of Mars together with the aspect Drishti. In the last, we take the charts of two famous personality who having the strong Mars to make the point more clarity. Coming to the first house of the Kalpurusha Kundali. First house is ascendant Lagna. What is its significance? It is the strength of the body. It is self-deed, self-expression, appearance, glamour, all are theirs. When Mars is posited, Mars significations come herewith. There is courage, That is action, that is actually vitality, determinations, motivation, all will come to the native, the first house. A native gets self-confidence. More and more native get access the self-deed. Native personality will be increased. And so many persons surrounding the native will be benefited. This is the house of Aries. Here Mars is his own sign. Now the fourth aspect of protection, coming to the fourth house of Cancer sign. It is Scorpio. Your mother will be take care, protected. Property, fourth house, protected. Vehicles, fourth house, protected. Native gets the comfort, luxury, family happiness by fourth aspect. Now seventh aspect is a possession. Sometimes seventh aspect winning also. Here it is the partner, it is the business, it is the relationship with the foreign nations. Native will be take such a decision to make benefit for his or her own country. Not only that, it is the house of spouse. Native tried to always possess under position. The spouse should be in the native's position. That is the inherent nature of the native from first house Mars. If this Mars is under afflictions, then there may be some problem. Then there may be some problem in marriage efforts. So the position should be there, but up to some limit. If it crosses the limit, so separation may be also there. So Mars, the nature is always to be controlled by the wisdom of Jupiter. So Jupiter placement in the chart is very important. Either exalted in the Cancer sign, or own sign Sagittarius, or in Pisces sign, or friend sign like Aries here with, or Leo sign, that is also giving good results. Now coming to the second house. Second house significations, it is the family happiness, it is the wealth, finance, it is food habits, it is speech. Now in second house Mars is very strong, the native will be very strong in his speech. And he will be dare and devil. He is the commander in chief. Like in the chart of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, in the second house Mars is there. Give me blood, I promise you freedom, the famous speech of Netaji. So in second house Mars is placed, his speech will be very strong, and that native in this particular time should be acquainted with. Not only that, here in the second house it is the family business. So native may enhance his business or flourish it. Native family status will increase. So all significations of second house Mars will increase by his courage, by his actions, by his determinations, by his energy. He is the commander-in-chief and control all of other significations. Now Mars coming to the third house. It is the own significant house of Mars, ruled by Mercury, but signification is going to that of Mars. Here Mars is posited. Mars has courage, action, motivation. Mars has all the quality of Mars is here. So much active, so much determinations, may take actions, courage, and intelligence of that house of Mercury is there. So native will be very much efficient person with respect to the society. Native may be a great writer, may be a great cricketer, may be a great footballer. So may be a talented person here with. Not only that, from here the seventh aspect coming to the ninth house of fortune. Native enhances fortune, luck. It is the house of father. Native try to respect his father to take his blessings. It is a spiritual journey and teacher. If native makes good relationship with the teacher, that blessing also come. All will be positive only when there is no affliction on the third house. Then Mars, the commander-in-chief, try to bring all amenities and all the factors of life, and that means comfort, luxury, all there. So it is very important placement. Now Mars is coming to the fourth house. Actually, fourth house also is a karak of Mars, and its house is owned by Moon. It is the house of Moon rather. Here Mars may not make so much comfort. So Mars has so much action, so much energy, so much vitality, so much aggressiveness. So may not be peaceful in the Cancer sign. But if natives know all that, native may be control over his speech, control over his behavior, then it will be very good for getting wealth, support, and the business, all will be there. It is the cycle of friends' house. Native have to deal with friends with modest, not aggressiveness. So aggressiveness of Mars to be minimized in the fourth house. It is the soft house. In real estate business, native may get huge benefit. Always keep in mind the blessing of Jupiter, the intelligence of Mercury, the aesthetic sense of Venus, and modest nature of in this house. Now Mars coming to the fifth house. What is fifth house? Actually, fifth house is talent. Fifth house is intelligence. Fifth house is children. Fifth house is wealth. Fifth house is a speculation, entertainment. And Mars is posited. In our experience, what we have seen, when fifth house lord is Mars, or Mars is posited in the fifth house, native have strong determination since from here Mars aspecting the 11th house, 7th aspect, the winning aspect, possessiveness aspect. So success is the one of the point of the 11th house. The native will try to make success here. Owing to Martian effect, native may be a great footballer, great cricketers, great athletics. That may be, since Mars is related in the fifth house. Fifth house is enlightenment. So natives' talent will be spread throughout the country or in international arena. So fifth house posited Mars, it is strong, and that it may be in the own sign or friend sign or in exalted, it gives good result to become a good administrator. So all positiveness is here. Native take care his children. So in this case, if Mars is posited, speculation not very good, since Mars have strong determinations. Now, when it is under malefic conjunctions, Pap Kattari, then all the efforts may be spoiled. Native may not be a army officers. Native may be a simple police constable. All their malefic is here, malefic aspect. The native may not be a great administrator. Native may be a simple officials of a particular organizations. So all should be analyzed properly. Now coming to the 6th house. Here in the 6th house, what happens? From the 6th house, it is the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. 4th house is the house of fortune. So native protection aspect going to the fortune aspect. Native try to control his fortune, to get the destiny, to get the life goal. In the 6th house of Upachaya house, here in 3rd house Upachaya house, 6th house Upachaya house, 10th house, 11th house, here Mars gives good result. Also in some cases 9th house. So the 2nd Upachaya house, Mars is posited. And if it is exalted, own sign, friend sign, it destroys the enemy. Here the house is Roguri in Ripu. He removed the disease and cracked the competitive examinations and cross over the litigations. All will be there, provided this house is free from Pap Kattari, malefic aspect, malefic conjunctions. Now from here, 7th aspect in the 12th house. So native have a tendency to go abroad. That will be there. And the 8th aspect, you are coming to the Lagna. It may be destructive. So many struggle is there. He is so much busy in his day-to-day business, day-to-day work. But after all, a long time, native having so much hard work, laborious thing, so much responsibility bearing, then native will success. 8th house in the 1st house. 8th house, no doubt destruction, no doubt struggle. But after the struggle, destruction becomes the creations. Native will be a famous creative person in the society. Mars is posited in the 7th house. In Kalpurusha Kundali, it is Libra sign. What happens here with Mars giving the 7th aspect on the ascendant? So native's body and mind will be energized by the significance of courage of Mars, action of Mars, determination of Mars, motivation of Mars, vitality also. So native gets strength from here, no doubt. But here it is the house of business. In this case, the Mars have to take his own course of business that centered with the Mars. So Mars may be some machinery business or other kind of fire article business Mars gave, or land business benefited, real estate business benefited. Problem is what? If here the native makes partnership business, that will go for some years well, but after that, the Martian nature of the native will be reflected. Action, courage. So there will be difference in opinion with the partner. So partnership business may not last. So this is advisable. When Mars in 7th house, partnership business may not be accepted. Second thing, always people told in 7th house Mars is positive, is Mongolic. Also in the first house it is Mongolic, 4th house Mongolic, 8th house Mongolic, 12th house Mongolic. Generally it Mongol dosha from 12 degree to 18 degree. That means youth state of Mars. But just placement you can tell it's Mongolic. First, 4th, 7, 8, 12. Now we are discussing on the 7th house. If Mongolic is there, 12 to 18 degree, Mongol dose is there, then native will be very much deliberate, native will be very much aggressive, native will be very much determinations, having so much actions. So the marriage life may not get a long distance. Separation may be there. So Mars having degree 12 to 18 posited in 7th house, native have to be cautious. Sometimes it is told the Mongolic people married to Mongolic people giving good result. Yes. Why? Both have the same energy, both have the same aggressiveness, both have the same determination, so that will be cancel each other. Now Mars coming to the 8th house. It is in Kalpurusha Kundali, Scorpion sign, Vishchik Rashi. It is also the lordship goes to Mars itself. Now from here, Mars here also already discussed. Here also the Mongolic dose is there, and if degree is in the 12 to 18, that is Yod, it makes Mongolic more than that of the 7th house. Why? It is the private parts of the spouse. And here malefic planet Mars strongly placed. And it is the house of in-laws. So in-laws confrontation may be there. So married life may not be happier. Generally we are seeing the chart when 8th house Mars is posited or 12th house Mars is posited, having the Mongol dosha, that is generally that is separations. If separation is not there, that maybe two are in their marriage bonding, but not cordial in their bed pleasures. That may be. So it to be checked. Also the combination of Rahu and Mars is very important. When Mars and Rahu is there, Rahu is lower degree, childish Rahu or old age Rahu, above 24 degree. Then Mars control the Rahu and giving the good result in 8th house. Sudden change in life from poverty to richness will be there. So Rahu Mars combination, no doubt Angarak joke. But we have to analyze what is the degree of Mars and what is the degree of Rahu. If Mars is strong, Mars is the Mahut and Rahu is the mad elephant. So Mars can control the mad elephant. So degree of Mars is very important. Not here, it is also in the 12th house. Now coming to the 9th house, it is the house of fortune, it is the house of divine, that is Dev Guru Biraspati. So it is the spiritual journey. It is the house of higher learning. It is the house of father. Mars is posited. Mars actually in Sagittarius sign, it is friend sign. Generally native respect his father in getting the blessings of father. And prosper in his life, getting so much higher educations and going for administrative work. or foreign also. Not 9th house, 12th house connection, giving the native for in education purpose, foreign travel, or maybe also when 10th house in involved going for working purpose, business, jobs. So 9th house we are discussing here with, here main lordship goes to Jupiter. So always there will divine blessing will be there. If Mars is controlled his nature, his action, his courage, then he may go forwards. This 4 house, 9, 10, 11, 12, the highest important house in the any charts. It is the house of dharma, 10th house is house of karma, 11th house is gain, and 12th house is expense or moksha. So 9, 10, 11, 12 very important. When any relationship with 9, 10 or 10, 9 giving Raj Yoga. Every relationship with 9, 11 or 10, 11 making Raj Yoga. So 9, 10, 11 is very important. Now Mars is posited in 9th house, so aspecting the 3rd house, so courage will be very much there. And 4th aspect, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the 12th house, so foreign linking, foreign business, he tried to control. And from here, the 8th house coming to the 4th house, so family happiness. So family happiness may be some trouble when he elevated his life, so life achievements, there wise when he again to the highest point. Generally at that time so much struggle, family gets hampered. But after that, family gets so much comfort, luxury, owing to the creativity of the persons. 8th house, first destruction, then creations. Now 10th house, Mars is posited. Here Mars gets directional strength. It is also a Upachaya house. Day by day Mars giving directional strength to the native. Courage, determinations, energy, actions, motivations, responsibility, all are there. So native will be very much efficient in his business, maybe a business giant, maybe in high profile job. Native will success. But if here Mars is very weak, suppose in Cancer sign, Mars is very weak, in that case the native may not get success. So Mars position in which house it is posited. In our example, it is the Capricorn sign, Mars is exalted. But if Mars is posited in Cancer sign, then Mars will be debilitated. That to be checked properly. And any affliction coming to the house, that means papkatari involvement, malefic aspect, that is also checked. Otherwise, it is good. In this chart, Capricorn sign, Mars is exalted, giving very good results. From here, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, the native protect his lagna, that means body. Native will try to keep mind with their illness or something. He checked. From here, 7th aspect is coming to the family, mother house. So in that case, a mother may not be so good by the 7th aspect from 10th house of strong Mars. And 8th house coming to the talent house. So some turmoil may be there, some struggle may be there, but after all, 8th house, if Mars is strong here with, native will be success. Now coming to the 11th house. 11th house, Kalpurusha Kundali, it is owned by the Saturn. And Mars is placed here with Mars, also a malefic planet. Mars giving so much success in profit, gain, in any endeavor or entrepreneurships. provided there should not be any malefic conjunctions. And from here, first, second, third, fourth aspect, coming to the finance house, wealth house, family happiness, native will protect that. And seventh aspect from here in the house of talent, native try to increase his talent to get the destiny. And eighth aspect coming on the house of litigations, native will fight for litigations and try to win. When Mars, Jupiter combination is there in the chart anywhere, native may be a great lawyer. Mars Jupiter combinations. Mars is a strength, Jupiter is the wisdom, then cross over the litigation process. Now coming to the 12th house, Mars. It is not always very good. Here so many problems may arise. It is the house of spirituality. It is the house of hospitalizations, the house of asylum, Vidhashram, charitable organizations. Mars is posited. Here Mars generally, when not conscious, may get accident, etc. and try to go to hospital also. But if here Mars is controlled his nature, his aggressiveness is controlled, his courage is controlled, his action is controlled, he will be in long-term investment in like Vidhashram, like orphan, ashram, etc. So it is the house of knowledge. When Mars has so much knowledge, skill, communication power, then by that native with different organization, that may be also foreign organization, native gets so much wealth. So it is always not bad. But some point is there. In this house, Mars, if it is afflicted, it is very prone to sexual involvement with opposite. So his charisma may be not get enhanced, may be lost there. So here it is the house of bad pleasures, and Mars is very active here with. So the native may be make relationship with so many opposite sexes. They are to be controlled. Coming to the example chart, Lionel Messi, the at present world-best footballer, so many possessions of trophy, etc. is there. He is a skilled person, skilled footballer of all times. Now date of birth 24 June 1987, time of birth 12 am, place of birth Rosario. Ascendant is Aquarius, Kumbha Lagna, and zodiac is Vrishab Rashi, and moon is exalted therewith with the lordship of Venus. So moon is very strong, and ascendant lord Saturn is in 10th house, very strong. Now our main discussion is that in the house of talent, Mars, Sun, Mercury is placed. Mars, Sun, Mercury is Buddhaditya Yoga. Mars also present in the 5th house, we already discussed. An aspect of going to the 7th house, 3 planets giving, that is for success. Mars has attributes in athletics. Mars here shows him a great footballer or great cricketer. In actual practice, he is the best footballer of the world. The combination Mars in talent house with Sun and Mercury. Mars is the courage, energy. Sun is the vitality. Mercury is the intelligence. All are there in the 5th house. And 5th house, Lord posited in 5th house, there is another thing, make the chart very strong. So he is a talented footballer. And helping hand is also there. Jupiter from 3rd house of Aries sign aspecting the 9th house of fortune elevates his luck, fortune, a spiritual chart. Jupiter, first, second, third, fourth, fifth aspect, coming to the seventh house of purple. Seventh house, well connected with the Lionel Messi. He is one of the most popular person of the world. Now, the ninth aspect of Jupiter on the 11th house, that is the success. So, success rate is very high compared to the other footballers. Now, Mars have the aspect, first, second, third, fourth. Fourth aspect increases hidden skill that will in his football journey. Mars first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh aspect on 11th house, you already told that is elevated. And eighth aspect to the 12th house, so link with the foreign nations. He playing football in different countries and gets so much popularity. So this is the great chart of Lionel Messi. The last chart, Sachin Tendulkar, the great cricketer of India and world. Date of birth 24/4/1973, 1425, place of birth Mumbai. Ascendant is Leo, Singha Lagna, and zodiac is Sagittarius, Dhanu Rashi, Singha Lagna, great chart. Our main attention with the Mars. In the sixth house, Mars is posited and exalted therewith in Capricorn sign. Here the fifth house lord, Sagittarius sign, Jupiter is placed with conjunction with Mars. But Jupiter is debilitated in Capricorn sign. But by the exaltation of Mars in the Capricorn sign, debilitation of Jupiter is cancelled. So owing to the strong Nichbhanga Rajyog and Mars, he overcome all the struggles of the life. Owing to Jupiterian, he is a modest player of the world. No ill treatment anywhere by Sachin Tendulkar. So he is famous for that, for his kind behavior and the attitude. Other factor already we discussed in different charts. In ninth house, Sun is exalted in the fortune, with Venus giving him too much wealth, respect, honor. And Saturn in the 10th house, giving the directional strength for dedicated work, is there. And also Moon Rahu aspect in the 11th house for dedication, for more honor in this chart.